And we are live to continue where we left off. Stacking champs. And that's what we've been doing. Last stream, we were able to get 2 consecutive championships, and we've got the best player in the league. He attained best player in the league status after 2 seasons. Dude is a stud. The rest of the league is very bad, and that's part of the problem. But I'm not going to complain too much about it. Feeling very good. We are going to get things started right about in a couple of seconds after I verify the audio.
Feeling
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, ready to go. So, where we left off is at the 2046 and we're going to keep doing it. We can't stop now. Let's get all of the nice little stats up here that I like to take a look at. League leaders, player ratings, team finances, and we're going to go ahead and jump on to the regular season right now. So you can see here, we got Reggie Wells, young guy, best player in the league. Actually just became 80 overall. I don't even remember seeing that last time around, but you can see he's the only player even close to 80. Best player in the league by far, 26 years old. Still has a couple of years in him, I hope. You never know what's going to happen with these guys in the game. But we have a decent squad. Almost everybody over 60. Considering how poor the league is doing, that's a solid. Got a very young bench. Oldest player being 28. I say let's get it started and see how we do here. We're going to go into the playoffs, and look at that. Right off the bat, Reggie Wells with a 53-point game. Dude is a stunner. Absolute stunner. Hype is through the roof. Average attendance is maxed out. We are selling out the stadium. Had a 62-win season last season. Hope to keep that going. Right now we're 5-1, doing very, very well. Let's check out how the players are doing. Reggie Wells, 27 points per game, 8 rebounds, almost 5 assists with a 28 PER. Studley Dudley right there. Scotty Smith chiming in with 23 points per game and 7 rebounds. We got a whole bunch of three-point shooters on the team. We got Jonas Barton here as well, only putting in 12 points. We're picking up 6 rebounds, almost 5 assists. He's not the best player in the world, but he's putting in some work. Daryl Welsh is the second oldest player on the team. Forward center, averaging 17 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 21 PER. We got 3 guys above 20 PER on the team. That's a solid right there. And then we got Reese Ebong. He's only 53 overall, but he's throwing in 5 assists per game. Can't have everybody being amazing Superman, superhero guys. We got a bunch of dudes coming off the bench with double-digit PERs, which is nice. George Howell getting 5 assists off the bench in 20 minutes per game. I'm loving that. So team's doing very well. 23-3 so far. Let's check out the league leaders here, because I'm curious to see where we're at. We got 2 players in the top 10. Reggie Wells putting in those 24 points. He was averaging around 28 before. Dusko Senadinovic is battling with Reggie Wells right now for the top spot. Reggie Wells could earn himself a scoring championship by the end. Scotty Smith, great free throw shooter, above 90%. Daryl Welsh getting in there with the blocks. Old man saying no, 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 not around my rim. Reggie Wells is putting in a lot of minutes as well. It's going to help him out. Most efficient player in the league. 28.5 PER. Also, oh, fuck, Reggie, what happened? Torn meniscus, out 21 games. That's going to hoit. That's going to hoit a whole lot. Let's hope the rest of the guys can pick it up. It's an opportunity for Deuce to get some minutes. 33-9, so we're struggling a little bit. I don't know if that was before or after Reggie went down, but we're streaking right now. Did we just add a 10th loss? Yeah, we just added a 10th loss. Reggie wouldn't let that happen. Reggie makes buckets. That's okay. That's why it's a team sport. Other guys got to step it up. Before he got injured, 24 points per game, 26.7 PER, going down slowly as the games go by. Looking good. I'm feeling it. Nobody on the bench averaging double-digit points. Always nice to see that, but we've got fantastic scoring outputs from our starters, so it's not that big of a deal. Only one guy above 50 overall on the bench. George Howell, he's got that passing ability. He's a passer. He's a distributor. Do we have the power rankings up? Gotta have the power rankings up. Need to see where we're at with the rest of the league. Blue chips are at the bottom, and we are fighting with the Chicago Whirlwinds for that top spot. Differential is very close, and it looks like we're going to be going back and forth. We've got 3 wins on them, so hopefully we can retain that. Reggie Wells back in the starting rotation. Hopefully homeboy can stay healthy this time around. I don't like losing guys like that. Back into the player ratings just to take a look around. It's kind of strange to see such a poor league where the second best player is 72 overall, but that's going to happen sometimes. You never know what could go on in the next draft. Maybe it'll introduce a few guys that are 80 overall. It's very strange, though. Jean-Michel Howard. That dude was on our team for a little while. Let's take a look at how he's doing. I think we drafted him. No, we did not draft him. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure we signed this guy. Didn't we? I was looking at the last stream. I guess I am mistaken. But I remember seeing him. Or maybe we were considering picking him. I'm not sure. Who else is over here? Sinadin Nokanic over here. Dusko. Doing the do. 8 days left in the season. We may be able to hit a 60-win season, which is always nice. Our payroll is just disgusting right now. We're getting hit with the luxury tax for sure. We've only got a profit of 16 mil, but at least we're making a profit. Salary cap is at 90 million. If we go to the financials, we should be getting hit. The luxury tax limit is 100 million. Our payroll is 121 million. I thought it would show up. Oh, there we go. Luxury tax. Oh, they hit you with it at the end of the season. So we paid 32 mil in luxury tax. So does that when does that get calculated in? If we take a look at the roster page again. Ooh, and that's going to net us a negative 15 million profit. So owner isn't going to be very happy about that. We're going to have to try and win a championship to keep his spirits high. So let's get it started going against the Cincinnati Riots to start things off. And we might get them with the sweep. Bring out the broom, son. Cincinnati just got swept. They might even riot about it. We have started the second round here. Darrell Welsh is going to be out for the first game, but things are going well. We've got the second sweep. Cyclones are out of here. And now we're going to go up against New York, who has played strong. They just swept Baltimore themselves. Are we going to sweep them too? I'd be very surprised if we got the sweep, but it's looking good. Oh my goodness, we've got the sweep. Scotty Smith out 3 games, so that's going to be very dangerous for the finals. He's back though. Everything's good. Vancouver is next up. The Whalers are going strong. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's slow this down. Are we tied up? We are tied up 2-2 in the series. So let's just take this one day at a time to see who's we are gonna beat the Whalers 118-96 to go up 3-2 in the finals. These are 2 number 1 seeds going at it. And we lost, so we are going to go to 7 games. 2 number 1 seeds going for the finals. We're going for the three-peat right now. Can we do it? Let's take it live and see what happens on the court. We're going to speed things up just a little bit here to see what's going on in depths. And so far, Vancouver is taking a commanding lead, 8-0. And we're going to have to get streaky here. Reggie Wells, my man. What is happening? They are up by 10 already. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Reggie Wells has got 2 points. He's 1 for 4. Scotty Smith 0 for 3. Not good. What's going on here? Paulus Kalnitis has got 8 points for the Whalers. And Josh Samuel following up behind him with 5 points. 2 guys in their starting rotation with 3 rebounds right now. And we are doing great in defense. We've got 15 rebounds compared to their 14. Make that 17. So we're tied up now, though, with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Starting to take a lead. Washington, we've got 11 points in this quarter. Vancouver's got 8. So they're trying to come back into a very strong position. And it looks like they're going to get it. Hold on. This is rubber banding a whole lot. We were starting to pull in to a big lead, and they come back, and they've got the big lead now. Washington Monuments 36, Whalers 44, and we're down by 10, 38-50. Make that 12. Starting the third quarter now. Vancouver shot for 29 points in the second quarter. Washington 22. But we're making another strong early statement. Scotty Smith has got 10. Reggie Wells needs to step it up. He's 3 for 8. Scotty Smith is 2 for 10. But little Scotty Smith, who's our forward, so I'm trying to be a little facetious. He's probably a big dude. He's got 8 rebounds. 4 fouls, though, so he's got to be careful. Excuse me, Light. Light, your job is not done yet. We are down by 10 at this point, and Reggie Wells has got his 3rd foul now. Jonas Barton's plus minus negative 22. Doesn't say a whole lot about him, does it? Game score right now, Darrell Welsh with 12, Reggie Wells with 12 as well. So those guys are performing the best. Colin Raymond coming off the bench with 7, leading the benchers. But then you've got Josh Samuel here with 17 points, 7 rebounds with a game score of 17. Where are we at? We're at the end of the third quarter, and we are down by 10. So we're going to slow it down just a little bit more here. Slow it down a little bit more. We've got 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And right now, scoring is even. Let's speed it up a little bit more. That's too slow. Try to get something happening every second here. 17 points for Reggie Wells. 5 for 12, so looks like he's starting to make a few more of his shots. Also has 4 assists. Jonas Barton matching him with 4 assists. Colin Raymond off the bench with 3 assists. So we need to pass the ball a little bit more, guys. 8 minutes left, and we're down by 10. 8. Make that 8 now. We need to go on a scoring tear here. Josh Samuel leading the Whalers with 17 points. Paulius Kalnitis. Doesn't matter, had to go and add all these international names into the game now to make me look stupid because I don't know how to say them. That was the whole scheme. I'm pretty sure. Gonna make him sound stupid. Not that I can't do that myself, but I didn't need any extra help. Where are we at here? 73-86. We are going to lose this championship. Unfortunately, 4 minutes left. Unless Reggie can make some magic happen. It's going down. Scotty Smith has got his 5th foul. He's not going to be getting aggressive at this point. Has anybody fouled out? No. AJ Kelly for the Whalers with 5 blocks, though. 8 rebounds. Dude is getting nasty. This is not going well. Oh, boy. We're down by 10 still. Scoring 11 points in this quarter. Vancouver scoring 13. And they were able to shut down Reggie Wells and Scotty Smith and Jonas Barton. And Darrell Welsh isn't doing us any favors either. Though Colin Raymond, 3 for 6 off the bench, shooting 50%. If only he could have did a little bit more. It's very unfortunate circumstances. What's up, Alex? How you doing, bro? Oh, man, I am sad. That's going to be the end of it. That's the end of everything! Right now. Washington Monuments, 82. Vancouver Whalers, 97. We are going to lose Game 7 to the Whalers. Sadness all around. Man. Let's go to the end screen here to see that the Whalers are the league championships. We got players all over the all-league teams, all-defensive team. No rookies, though. That is sad. Not even an MVP for Reggie Wells. I thought he was doing fantastic this season. Very sad. So we're not going to get the three-peat, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to take a year off, clear your head, figure things out. Who do we want to draft here, though? Arriving into the draft. Nothing really special, right? Like Phil Thompson is interesting. 40 overall, 47 potential. You see some pops there. Actually, Dwayne Highsmith, post scorer ability off the bat. 22 years old though. 45 overall, 49 potential. Let's pick him up. Nice guy to have sitting on the bench. Let's go to Eric Roachback. Eric Roachback. I'm sad. Jonas Barton. Do I really want to spend 20 mil for 15 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, and 5 assists? I'm way over the luxury tax already. And then you've got Darrell Welsh here, who wants 21 mil. 16 points per game, 9 rebounds. He's got that 19 PER. We're going to have to say goodbye to Jonas Barton. That'd be the case. Even though he's a year younger, it's easier to find guards. I think the front court players are pretty special in this game, and when you've got good ones, you got to hang on to them. So we're going to sign him. We're going to give him that 21 mil. 5 seasons. He's not going to last that long. dude's going to retire. But that's the cheapest contract we're going to get. Jonas Barton's got to go. Bro, you are out of here, and that's going to make things really difficult because we're not going to have the superpower team. And we have another starter here. Reese Ibong. 53 overall, putting 8.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5 assists. I don't think you're that special, bro. 7.5 mil. We're going to have to send that one back to the kitchen. We're not picking you up. And everybody else is gone too. You're all done, okay? Done with all of you. We're done. So we've got no cap space, which means that we cannot really improve. We're just going to have to get through free agency, see if any of our young players develop to potentially take a starting role, maybe even see if anybody's left over in free agency so that we can pick them up and fill out some other spots. But I think it's going to be difficult. I'm not feeling very good about the situation here, unfortunately. Man, why does this game gotta be so hard? So we're at the preseason now. Let's take a look at the roster and see how our players have developed. Reggie Wells has gotten even better. Gyasi Kaner Medley, love them hyphen names, has popped 6 points, which is nice. It's going to put him into the low 50s. Eric Rochbach has popped 10 points to bring him up to 30. Oh my goodness. He's going to be the best towel boy that our team has ever seen. But other than that, Scotty Smith has dipped. Daryl Welsh has dipped. George Howell has dipped. He's going to be coming off the bench to play a starting role now. He is a distributor by nature, and we're going to need one of those guys. Let's auto sort the roster, and that looks like it's going to be our team unless we can find something decent in free agency, which we're not. We're not really going to find anything special. I want to sign Liam Davis here, though. 24-year-old forward, 55 overall for the league minimum. We'll do that. 2 years. See what you can do. Let's go ahead and bring all of these pages to the current year. There we go. So if we look at player ratings, Reggie Wells by far still the best player in the game. And he's actually, wow, he's got every single ability. Post scorer, perimeter defender, interior defender, ball handler, athlete, and three-point shooter. Oh, but no passer. He does not have the passing ability. Passing is at 64, but you can see here he's fantastic in almost everything. His height is around 50. His endurance, if those were up higher, he would be phenomenal. But we're just going to have to deal with it. Deal with it! Okay, well, let's get it started. We had a very unfortunate end to the last season. But, you know, guys leave. Opens up some room and opportunities for other dudes. So let's see what we can do. We still got our 3 core players here. Reggie Wells, Scotty Smith, Daryl Welsh, George Howell stepping into the starting role. Already doing really nice, averaging 6 assists per game. Not really scoring a whole lot, but that's not what he's there to do. So I'm not too worried about it. Liam Davis actually made it into the starting rotation, was the guy that we signed off of free agency. He popped 6, so maybe next year we can continue to see some progression. That would be cool. I'm down and diggity with that. Let's go to league leaders and see what's going on. Reggie Wells, with the loss of somebody averaging 15 points, there's some more shooting opportunities, and Reggie Wells is taking them, fighting with A.J. Kelly of the Vancouver Whalers. So that is potentially going to be another battle that we see in the finals. They're doing pretty strong. Scotty Smith in the top 10 as well. We've got 3 guys in top 10 of rebounds. That is redonkulous. Darrell Welsh, Scotty Smith, Reggie Wells, and we did have a pretty strong rebounding presence in the finals. George Howell making it into the top 10 of assists. Actually, top 5, even better. A.J. Kelly just got injured. Patellar tendonitis, out for 10 games. Sorry, bucko. So we're really doing good in the 3 main categories. Reggie Wells also making it into the top 10 for three-point shooting. Scotty Smith, fantastic free throw shooter. Look at Reggie putting in 37 minutes per game, and he's got a pretty low endurance. Excuse me. It's hotter than a motherfucker in here. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I don't want to pass out on stream. You ever see those stream fails videos? That's not fun. That's not how you want people to find you. Let's go to finances to see that we did get taxed heavy last season, $32 million, and it did bring us a negative $15 million profit at the end of the season, and we had to let go one of our starting players to try and avoid that this season. So our current payroll is $92 million, which is above the salary cap, but it's below the luxury tax limit. So we are not going to get hit with it this season. Reggie Wells making that 30 mil. Scotty Smith in the final year of his contract. We've got a lot of guys on the team in the final year of their contract, so we might see some people pushing for more money next season, and we're going to have to figure that out when we get there. 45 days left in the season, and we are 32-9, continuing a very strong presence in the regular season. Let's go to the power rankings, and our differential, 11 points. Nothing amazing, but it's going to put us ahead of the Cheesesteaks, ahead of the Whirlwind. Wait a minute. Where are the Whalers? Look at the Whalers all the way down here at number 15. Sadness for the Whalers. We're fighting with the Cheesesteaks. We've all fought with the cheesesteak at least once or twice in our life, right? I think we can safely admit that. Back to PER. Reggie Wells with a 26 PER, well above Marty Williams with 23. So he's about 3 above the next guy. Everything is still going pretty well here. Reggie Wells and Scotty Smith are in the top 3 scoring. This guy, Marty Williams of Tampa, 27 points per game. I'm loving this George Howell guy. Was a backup last season. Gets into the starting position because we had to get rid of some scrub that wanted 20 mil for no reason. And he's putting in 7 assists per game. Love it. Let's go back and check out their stats here. George Howell even putting in some more points as well. He was averaging around 5 at the start of the season. Bumped that up to 7. We've only got 2 guys above 20 PER. Whoa, Reggie Wells was injured. Oh, fractured tooth. Out 0 games. So he's just aesthetically injured at this point. It's not going to be nice to look at him when he's hitting those free throws, but he's going to make do. He's going to be all right. 25 PER. As I was saying, only 2 guys above 20 PER right now. And most of our starters are around 30 or past 30. So we're going to see more degradation at the end of the season. And we don't really have a whole lot of options to plug in there. So come off season, we might have to consider making some trades for these older guys to clear money off the books. If there's any special free agents, I would strongly consider that. If there's some other guys around 70, something like that, you've got to consider making those trades. Right? It's not just about championships. Sometimes it's about the money too. Not everybody's going to take a pay cut. Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley weren't able to meet in the middle. Wade's headed to Chicago. Pat Riley doesn't think it was just about the money. He thinks there was more to the decisions, and he didn't do enough to keep Wade on the team. So Wade bounced. Though I think Wade is making a little bit more money with Chicago, but maybe there was some other stuff behind the scenes that Riley could have done to keep him in Miami. But back in the buzzer beater, the buzzer basketball GM, I play another online game. I get confused with the names sometimes. Basketball GM world, we are number one. We're number one. We're number one. And things are looking good financially, team-wise. Number one overall. Let's get the playoffs started. We've got the Battle of the Beltway here. Washington against the Crabs, and it's a little bit of a fight. Oh no, Reggie Wells was injured, and it's already a close matchup. Oh my goodness, the upset. Reggie Wells was not well enough to play, and Baltimore is going to steal a win against us, the first seed. And then, speaking of Chicago, they're going to get bashed by the Whirlwind. That is upsetting. Holy cannolis. Oh, man, I don't even know what to think about that. Reggie Wells goes out for 3 games for the final two games of the series, and then we're going to get bounced out. The Whalers, as an 8th seed, managed to make it back into the finals, and they crushed Chicago to win back-to-back. First time as a 1 seed, and then the second time as an 8th seed. Ain't that some shit? Reggie Wells gets his MVP, but I'm sure he would prefer rings. MVP trophies are a little hard to take out to restaurants and flash in the light. You know, those championship rings are a little easier to carry around and make sure that they shine in the right light. Fuck. That is upsetting. Okay. And that makes things more difficult as well. Because like I said, we've got some guys getting older, and they are not going to improve. Oh man, this is such a shit draft. This is fucking terrible here. This is an interesting one right here. Jeff Walker, forward, 21 years old, 61 overall, 65 potential. I would pick him if I was available. I would just go for the overall right now because there are not any really interesting potentials out there. Although Marcus Hall, 47 overall, 19 years old with a 74 potential, you could see some improvement out of that. But we're not going to get a bad pick here. I like this. Where are we picking? 30th overall. We've got Jason Taylor, post scorer, rebounder abilities, a pure center, 21 years old, 49 overall with a 49 potential. That's going to be a solid bench player right there. I can't be upset with that. Picking up a draftee that can step in, maybe grab, get the putback. And here we are. Here's where the drama starts. Scotty Smith did have a great season last season, and he is not asking for the max. So I really can't be that mad at him. 22 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 22 PER, wants 18 million, the max being 30 at this point. Can't be mad at that. 32 years old. He's not going to get better though. He is going to degrade significantly from this point on. George Howell asking for a significant improvement to his contract. I don't believe we were paying him 8 million, but he's in the starting rotation now. Yeah, he was getting the veterans, or he was getting the league minimum. And now he wants 8 mil. 14 PER, 7 assists, 7.7 points, 51 overall. I can't give that to you, bro. I can't do that. I would hate myself. It can't be done. So I don't think I'm going to be signing any of these dudes. I think it's bad for business. Scotty Smith, especially if I can't move his contract later on. Nah, we're just gonna have to start from scratch, man. We had our opportunity to try and get 4 championships in a row. We had a team built for it. We're at the top of the power rankings, and it just wasn't meant to be. So we're gonna go into free agency with 30 million in cap space, and there are some interesting options here. We've got Bob Withers, 27-year-old forward, 68 overall, maxed out at his potential. 14 points, 11 rebounds, great defensive player. Putting in a 19.6 PER, so he's just touching 20. I like the 27 years old, and he wants a long-term contract. He's asking for through 52, so that's a 5-year contract with a 27-year-old player. And it's not even the max, it's 25 mil. I've got 30 in cap space. We're going to have to pick that up. Bob Withers, you're hired, my man. 5 seasons. Doing it. But we got a little bit of money left over. We can shop around a little bit. What do we have? 5.15? That's a shame because Lucas McCloskey here. But he's 33 years old, so he's going to go down as soon as we get to the preseason. But another interesting option here, Johnny Johns. I like the name. 28-year-old guard, 56 overall, looking for 3.6 mil. Put in 12 points per game last season, playing 21 minutes. 3.6 mil is not devastating. I can afford it and maybe make another small-time signing after that. So 3 seasons, 28 years old. That's a solid right there. We're going to make that. Let's head back to free agency. We've got 1.5 mil in cap space. Is there anybody that we can just pad the bench a little bit with? Anybody at all? Jalen Vogelsberg wants 0.82 mil. Guard forward, 24 years old, 51 overall. Maybe we could even see some improvement out of him. In 18 minutes, he put 4.7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, 13 PER. I like that. We're going to sign homeboy here. And in fact, there was somebody else that I liked here, but I don't think we have it. No, we're not going to have enough. I wanted to get Matt Wilkes here, 27-year-old forward, 50 overall. But we're not going to have enough. But Jason Mitchell wants the league minimum. 50 overall, 24 years old, 54 potential. Maybe could see some pops out of him. So we're going to sign him as well. And then we're going to take it to the preseason and see how everybody develops. I'm hoping to see some pops here. I don't want to see drops. I want to see pops. It's been very upsetting the past couple of seasons. I mean, it's been nice to see Reggie Wells improve. He's hitting 27 years old, and sometimes you see pops in older players, but it's not the common thing to happen, and that is going to be sadness all around for me. Bob Withers, who I signed in free agency, just dropped 2. Reggie Wells popped 1. I mean, he's still pushing it. He's already reached his potential, and every year he's popping at least 1, so I'm loving it. Darrell Welsh, though, dropping 5 on me, and I'm paying 21 mil for a 58 overall. Johnny Johns dropped 4. Nothing really. Hey, Jason Taylor, though. The guy that we drafted. Hey, look at that. The guy we drafted, the pure center, popped 8 points. He's 57 overall. Is that going to put him in the starting position? Because I like to let that's going to put him in the starting position. So we've got a bit of a mix-up here. We still got Darrell Welsh, been with the team 10 years. Reggie Wells, been with the team 6 years. But everybody else in the starting rotation is new. Matthew Bell Haynes. That's the guy that I thought we were looking at, but it must have been a similar name. Okay, should we clear out any of these guys? This guy just dropped 2. He's 25 years old. Matthew, you're gone. I don't care if you have a hyphen in your name. I like those hyphenated names. But you're gone, bro. And would you take a look at that? We only have 1 player on the team that's 30 years old. One is 29, 2 are 28, but only 1 is above 30. So I'm feeling good about that. Let's go to the regular season. And let's get it bumping. Let's see what we can do. We have a very strong front court presence. And our point guard is a pure distributor. Dude does not really score. Wait, no, that guy's gone. Oh, that's right. We got rid of him too. Oh, man. So we don't even really have anybody on the team to distribute. Except for Reggie Wells just got his passing. What is Reggie Wells doing, man? This dude is pure madness. Let's check out his stats. Because he was great before. Improved his passing to 66. Look at that. 28 years old, and he's got all of the skills. I've been calling them abilities, but the game calls them skills. 28 years old. Almost every year, he improved. Let me improve the... Oh, that did not improve the font size. I wanted to make it bigger so that you guys can see it, but it's... I have, in fact, made things worse. So we'll try to keep it there. It's pretty good. I can scroll there. So we're going to move all of these tabs to the current season. Player ratings. We'll see if anybody is catching Reggie Wells as the best player in the game. I doubt it, because Reggie a beast. Hype is looking good. Attendance looking good. Cash looking bueno. And Reggie Wells is still the best player in the league by far. Jim Redding doesn't have a team? What? He's undrafted. He's not played. Did this guy just get lost in limbo? Is he a free agent? What is going on here? This guy's a 75 potential. He doesn't have a team. Oh, that's just got to be a bug. Dude is lost in limbo somewhere. Jim Redding. Well, we're not going to be seeing anything out of him. He doesn't have a team. He's not a free agent. So he needs to get out of here. Okay, there we go. Let's drop this down so we get the three list. He's a draft prospect. What? Is that what he was? Oh, so they show in the list? Here? Really? What's up, Dumb Matter? Okay. That is interesting. Let's go back to the season and see how we're doing real quick. Worry about that later. 28-4. So I was nervous. I thought we were going to have a bit of a down season, but we were able to pick somebody up in the draft. We had some unexpected pops from a 30th overall pick, pure center here. If we take a look, Reggie Wells dominating, almost 29 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, 7.8 assists. So we don't have a pure distributor on the team, but Reggie Wells says, you know what, guys, don't worry, I got this. And he's probably the number one. He's probably in the top 10 for all three of these categories. If we check out the league leaders, he is not in the top for rebounds, but he's close. Number one in points, number one in assists. Jason Taylor, very efficient shooter, 55%. That's going to get him in the top 5. And Reggie Wells is in the top 2 for steals, top 2 for minutes. Bob Withers, top 10 for blocks. Reggie Wells is a beast, man. He's a beast among children. All he sees is scrubs. He steps onto the floor, and he's wondering why the other jerseys aren't cleaning up the sweat. Nothing but scrubs around him. Reggie Wells. Bob Withers, forward, we picked up in free agency to try to fill a spot. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Look at that PER. Reggie Wells sporting the 30 PER. That is fantastic. I don't see that a lot in this game. I don't really see 30 PERs. That don't happen. The next best is 24.5. So Reggie Wells is like 6 above the competition. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Too bad he doesn't have the hardware to back it all up. 47-7 right now. Hopefully he stays healthy. He's been getting injured. Had that, I think he had the torn meniscus, put him out 21 games. Reggie Wells, the man, the legend. Look at that. 100 in dunks, layups, free throws, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, blocks, dribbling, rebounding, strength. He's a beast. 76 speed, 97 jumping. Man, if his height was higher, he'd be grabbing all the boards. There wouldn't be enough ball to go around. Reggie Wells, my man. Where are we at here? 53-8. So we're going to get a 60-win season. We might even touch a 70-win season. And our payroll is right on the dot. Payroll is 90 mil. Salary cap is 90 mil. Pulling in that cool 41 mil profit so far. I'm loving it. Bob Withers, top 10. Best in the league at 66 overall. Our differential is 18 points right now. Next best, Detroit Muscle at 11 points. And we are number 1 in the power rankings, and it doesn't look like we're going to be losing that. The question is, can we perform in the playoffs? And that's a question we are just about ready to answer with 11 days left in the season. Reggie Wells, 26.6 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, 6.7 assists with a 28 PER. Would have loved to see him sustain that 30, but man, is it difficult just to even get there in this game is difficult, but to maintain it, nearly impossible. The interesting thing too is that these scores are also dependent on everybody else in the league. If everybody else in the league sucks, if they're like 50 overall and your player is only 65 overall, they're still amazing compared to everybody else, right? So everything is relative. And Reggie Wells is just so far above the competition. I mean, there's only 4 guys in the league right now that are 70 or above. This is a league of scrubs. And I managed to pick him up as a 6th overall pick. Very surprising. Wasn't expecting anything from him, but he improved a lot. Started as a 67 overall with a 70 potential. Popped up to 69. Then after that popped up to 77. Stayed at 77, and he has just inched his way to 82. So we're at the end of the season here. Number 1 in the... Hey, it's a repeat in the playoffs. Battle of the Beltway. Washington Monuments going against the Baltimore Crabs. Let's go ahead and simulate it. Jason Taylor out for 4 games, but we are up 3, and we are going to sweep them. Mr. Taylor will be back for the second series, and we're going to go against the Chicago Whirlwind here. Liam Davis, injured back spasms, out for 4 games. I don't think he's a very important player, and that's why we're going to go ahead and sweep the second series as well. Up next is the number 2 seed, Detroit. Are we going to go against the Whalers again? Is this going to be a rematch? And the answer is... yeah, no. No, the answer is no. I'm about to sneeze. Am I? Am I? That's also going to be a yes. Excuse me. I've been coughing and sneezing on this whole stream. I'm sure that's disgusting. I don't know how people like have TV shows and stuff and are live on TV and aren't constantly showing off their just disgusting human habits. I'm sneezing and coughing all the time. It's disgusting. It's nasty. I apologize. Okay, so we are up to Las Vegas has got 1. Let's just take this one day at a time. That's how you got to take life. One day at a time. We're going to go up 3-1. This is an opportunity to add our 6th championship to the Monuments. Can we do it? We can't. Not yet, at least. We lost the Blue Chips 102-78. Let's take another day to it. Oh, baby. We did it. Put it on the books. Washington Monuments, Finals MVP Reggie Wells, MVP Reggie Wells. Just give all of them to Reggie Wells. He's the beast from the East. First team all league. First team all defensive. You gotta love that. Let's take a look at the history real quick to see that we... Oh, no, we got 7 championships. I guess we won another one earlier, or not. I have no idea. Look at Daryl Welsh here. Daryl Welsh. Hold on. Let's take a look at the team history here. Reggie Wells is already the 2nd best player in the history of the Monuments. Dude has been on the team for 6 seasons. 6 seasons. Already the 2nd best. And by next season, he's going to be the best in league history in 7 seasons. That's how much of a beast he is. Average of 24 PER, 4.9 assists. Oh, that's last season. I thought that was average. Never mind. Anyway, league championships. Put it on the mantle, son. Homeboy's happy. He's got to get back to lobbying the FDA to allow him to market ground horse meat as ground beef. And he already trademarked beef. So everything's going to go smooth. They're going to rubber stamp that shit. And life is going to go on as it has for thousands of years. Let's get to the drafts. Look at that. That's a decent... This is a decent draft. Jim Redding coming out with 4 skills, 22 years old, 75 overall, 75 potential. But as we saw with our homeboy Wells, that max potential can be tricky. Nick Jordan, 57 overall, 85 potential. Got a bunch of 60s. Got a couple of 80 potentials. This draft is delicious. But we're not going to get anything out of it. Picking 30 overall again. Who are we going to select here? Mattia Buttiglieri. Buttiglieri. Mattia Buttiglieri. We're going to go with Mattia Buttiglieri here. There we go. And we'll just pick JJ Morgan because I just want to be able to say JJ for a couple seasons. Very good. Let's get to the resigning. Let's check how long the stream is here. Okay, so this is going to be the last season for the stream. So we got to make it count. Got to make sure good stuff happens here. Liam Davis, 55 overall. Wants 9 mil, and he's not going to get it. Giassi Kaner Medley wants 7 mil. He's not going to get it either. Eric Rauchbach. I kind of, we're going to sign him. He's just 35 overall, but he popped 8 points at some point, and I thought that was respectable. I was like, look, man, you're handing towels and shirts to everybody on the bench. Like, he's not even a bench player. He's helping the bench players out. That's how bad he is. But he popped 8 points. I respect that. So we're gonna let that marinate over there. So we've got $1 million free in cap space, which means that we can't really do jack squat. I don't see any sexy options here. No. Actually, Techno Vidnov. Tencho, not Techno. I don't know why I thought that was Techno. Dyslexia. Tencho Vidnov. 23-year-old shooting guard. 52 overall. Wants the league minimum. We're going to go ahead and make that official. We is official now. Go ahead and update your Facebooks, kids. It's official. So we had a 72-win season last season. And we won the championship. And now we're going to go into the preseason and see if everybody improves. Reggie Wells, will he surprise us again? Will we get another pop? Bob Withers, are you going to actually do something instead of drop? Daryl Welsh, that dude is going to go down. He is not going to go up. The question is, how far down is he going to go? Jason Taylor, man, dude was a huge surprise. Popped 8 points coming into the season. Coming into the league, 22 years old. Popped 8 points to get himself in the starting rotation. Put up 10 points and 7 rebounds with a 15 PER in his first season. Very surprising. Very welcome. Bob Withers with a pleasant surprise, though everybody else. Ooh, Reggie Wells dropping 3. So there are no more 80 overalls in the league. At least I don't think. Let's go ahead and update these pages to the current season. Player ratings. We'll see in a second what the situation is. Reggie Wells is still the best. There are no more 80 overalls in the league, but let's take a look at potentials. Now, there is plenty of potential for 80 overalls. Nick Jordan being the most clear route. Actually, Adonis Woodard, here. 70 overall right now, 23 years old with an 81 potential. So maybe we could see somebody return to the top spot. Reggie Wells is heading towards his end. And we are ready to get it started, I think. Don't have the best squad by far. Hey, look, J.J. Morgan popped +6 to be 27. So he is going to be... Oh my goodness, Eric Rauchbach. The guy just popped 7. If he keeps popping 7, that's going to be fantastic, man. He's going to be a beast in a couple of seasons. We got a 57 overall, Jason Taylor. Pure center. Didn't do anything. Popped to 57, stayed there. Jalen Vogelsberg. Is that the guy that we just signed? I think that's the dude that we just signed. He popped 4. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think that we're going to get a 70-win season. But I don't think that we're going to drop too far. Reggie Wells is not going to be dominating everybody the same way that he has been. But there's only one way to find out. So we're going to get it started. And we are starting off very well so far. 4-0. I don't take too much care to the league leaders early on in the season because averages are adjusting so wildly. But we can see that Jalen Vogelsberg is putting in 7.5 assists right now, and Reggie Wells trying to catch up to him. We got 2 guys in each of the 3 main categories: points, rebounds, and assists. So that is looking like a spicy tomato right there. We might actually have a hot season. Let's get down to the 3-point percentage. Tensho Vidnov shooting 50% from 3-point lands, which you gotta like. Reggie Wells still putting in that work. 40 minutes per game. Hardest working guy in the league. Bob Withers topping those PER charts even more than Reggie Wells. And they are both fighting for number 1 in EWA. If we check out the financials real quick, we had our season last season, one of our best. Not a whole lot of expenses, lots of good revenue. That means profits. That means a happy owner, especially bringing some hardware home. You're going to be the GM for a little while longer. Hype through the roof. Region population, though, seems to be going down. It's steady. It's steady. It did go down a little bit, but for now it's steady. Attendance maxed out. That's all good stuff right there. Let's get back over to the roster page to see that we are 20-3. Reggie Wells, 26 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, 6.4 assists. So he's still a beast. He did lose a couple of his skills, but dude is still a madman. Bob Withers, homeboy that we picked up in free agency prior to last season, throwing in 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, only player on the team averaging a double-double, and second player with a +20 PER. So we only got 2 guys with that +20 PER. I like to have 3. Hell, I'd like to have 12. But if you got 2, then you got to do what you got to do. But I also like that the bench is entirely averaging +10 in PER. I don't see that a whole lot. I'm always reading numbers, bro. It's what I do. I come on here. I read numbers. Sometimes I sneeze. Sometimes I fart, but you guys can't hear that. I'm somewhat polite. You hear the sneezing. You hear the coughing. Farting, I leave it up to your imagination. What more can you ask for, given everything that I got here? Reggie Wells out 2 games. He is earning that $30 million contract, though. 32-6. Reggie Wells is now the best player in the league history of the Washington Monuments with 105 EWA. Drafted him 6th overall. And since he's been on the team, we have been doing nasty things in the playoffs. Look at that. 3 champs in 5 years. He's been the best player in the league since his 2nd year. Leading in player efficiency right now. Is an armpit fart a legit fart? You know what? That's a good question. I don't even know if I can still do that. I can. I haven't done that in over a decade. I swear, it's been more than 10 years since I've even tried to do that. But I can do it. I still got it in me. It's hotter than a motherfucker in here. Reggie Wells is the number 1 beast, man. He's no Dusan, but nobody's Dusan but Dusan. Is it legit? I don't know what you mean by legit, yo. What do you mean, is it legit? Like, is an armpit fart a legit fart? Depends on how smelly your armpit is, right? Because there's 2 components to the fart. There's the sound and there's the smell. So if you're making armpit farts and you're spreading that nastiness all around, then I would call it a fart. So it's really dependent on the smell. You got to meet the 2 fart components. Although some farts are silent but deadly, right? So maybe it's just I don't even, man, I'm having this sort of existential crisis on what is a fart. Put me on the spot here. Let's just get back to the game. I know the numbers a lot better than I know about what the definition of a fart is. I know we're 50-11. That 60-win season is coming. Can't stop now. Reggie Wells, 26 points per game. Probably best in the league. League leaders. There you go. Scotty Smith coming in second with 24. Jalen Vogelsberg, number 2. Wasn't that just some scrub that we signed just to fill out some space? And he's putting in 9 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. That was like the best shit signing that you could ever ask for. Jeez, he was a bench player last season. I'm loving that. 56 wins right now, 42 million in profit, just under the salary cap. Things are looking good for the Monuments. I made a book about 50 shapes of farts. Do farts have shapes? See, we're getting back into this like very philosophical stuff about farts. That's enough to fill another stream, man. We don't even have enough time on this stream to get deep into that subject. We got 8 days left in the regular season. Then we got to focus on the playoffs. Homeboys in the chat talking about farts. Focus, man. We're trying to win rings here. Focus on the rings. There's always time for farting later. 63 wins. Can we get a ring, though? That's all I expect at this point. We've been so successful recently. It's rings or nothing. Take a look at the expenses. About the same as last year, not pulling in the same revenue either. 2 days left in the season. We were able to put together a 66 win season. Still very strong. Very strong season. Let's break these playoffs right off. And we're going to start off by going against Tampa. The Toidles. The Toidles just got swept There's crushed shells all over the street. Just destroyed the turtles. And it looks like we're going to be going against Chicago Whirlwinds coming to town. And we're starting off with a win, matched up with a loss, matched up with another win. So we're up 2. And now we're tied 2-2. We're up 3-2. Can we finish them off? Boom! Finish them off. 4-2. We're not taking a lengthy series here. We got business in the finals. Pittsburgh, 2nd seed. Bring it. Bob Withers injured 3 games. Now that's scary. Pittsburgh's going to go up 2. Jason Mitchell made a game-winning shot over the Rivers. And it looks like we're going to defeat them 4-2 back into the finals, going against the 1st seed, San Francisco. And we're going to take the first game. Venture capitalists are running out of money. And we are knocking them off, son. Back to back. Once again. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We've got the MVP, Reggie Wells, doing it once again. Defensive Player of the Year, Bob Withers. How old is Bob Withers right now? 29 years old. Bob is such an old person name. I've never called anybody Bob who was like less than 40 or 50. It's always Bobby. But as soon as you hit like 45, you're Bob. There's no more Bobby at 40. Come on. This man's still talking about farts in the chat. I'm done. I'm moving on. I got my ring. That's it. Look at that. So Reggie Wells is building himself a pretty stellar resume. If we go and take a look, he's got 4 championships. Can he match Dusan though? I compare everybody to Dusan now because Dusan was just such an aberration at 90 overall, getting so many different accolades. This guy's been league steal leader, league scoring leader. Was he league assist leader? He was close to it one time. 5-time MVP, 4 champs. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and take it to the draft. I always like to take it to preseason before the stream ends because I want to see how the players... What's the word I'm looking for? Progress. I don't know why that was so hard to find. That word was like tucked under my bed somewhere. Gary Moore, you're on the team because you were the first person that I had to click on. Maurice Hill. How much would it suck to find out that you got drafted to a team because you were just the first name on the list? That would upset me. But I would take the whatever NBA contract came with it. I'd be okay with that. Like, really? I got to keep the bench warm? You want to pay me how much? I'll do it. Glad my name was there. Eric Rauschbach, who's that dude who just somehow keeps improving every season for no reason. We're going to keep him on there. Dwayne Highsmith. We're going to let you go. Moving past free agency. Or moving into free agency. Excuse me. And what do we have? There's some interesting options here. Unfortunately, I don't have any free cap space. But maybe I should make some. Because Dan Buddenborg here, 23-year-old, 64 overall, forward center with a 72 potential, would be a very fine and dandy replacement for Darrell Welsh. Now, it's kind of fucked up to just kick out Darrell Welsh when I drafted him 4th overall way back in the 2039 draft. But this is business, bro. I hooked you up with 5 championships, 5 rings, even managed to get 2 times as the league rebounding leader, the league steals leader, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP. We did a lot, bro. We did a lot, but you're costing me 20 mil at 55 overall. And you just gonna get worse. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to dump this contract. And maybe dump Johnny John's contract as well so that we can plug in a young forward into the starting rotation. So let's see if we can figure out that magic real quick. We're going to go into the trading block. And we're going to find that nasty contract right there. We're going to see if anybody wants to pick it up. What's up, Suppressive? It is better than Minecraft's. I do like it a lot more than Minecraft, but I'm a basketball head, man. I love me some ball. Okay, so somebody wants to trade us a 21 wants to trade for our $21 million contract by giving us a $29 million contract. And that's it. We've got nothing else available to us. Fuck. Okay, so we're not going to be able to wiggle our way out of this. We're stuck. When does his contract end? Oh, man, and he's stuck on the books for 2 more seasons. Shit. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's go through free agency, and maybe things will change a little bit. We'll see. We're just gonna... Oh, but dude's gonna be gone. Fuck. Let's just go 1 week. Let's do that. Is he gonna disappear? Please, nobody pick up this guy. Dan Buddenborg. He's the next piece of the puzzle, man. If somebody sign... Actually, I'm gonna pick him up here. Okay, because he's asking for 23 mil. So maybe we can trade a bunch of first-round picks and the other dude's contract, Mr. Welsh, trade his contract to make the money match, and they get the first-round picks. They might like that. So we got to do some trade magic here. Let's try it again. Let's see. Does anything change in a week? I've never really done this. I've never moved free agency a week at a time and tried to see if the trade offers will change. And they will. To a bunch of shit offers. Fuck, man. Okay, let's try another week. Let's go 1 more week. If he gets signed by somebody, though, we're gonna try to wiggle our way, because I think he's the piece. He's the piece to the puzzle that we need. We're not going for just 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. We're going for 8. 8. That's the exact number of championships we're going for. Just 8. No more, no less. That's it. It's a very good number. He's gone. He's on the Seattle Symphony. Oh, we can't trade for him in free. Oh, fuck. You can't trade for dudes that were just recently signed. I think we're gonna have to deal with that on the next stream. I'm gonna mark him. He is marked. And we're gonna take it to the preseason. But the first thing we do on the next stream, I think after a week or something into the schedule, those guys are available for trades. Not 100% positive, but I think Dumb Matter put in some kind of like block on recently signed dudes or something like that. But I think it's temporary, so we might be able to just get through some of the season. The block will open up, and we can try to wiggle our way into picking Homeboy, because that contract with Welsh is killing me. Yep. So where are we at here? We're at the preseason. Let's take a look at how our players have progressed. Yep, still not available. Damn it, I wanted him. Look at that. Everybody got worse. Everyone. Reggie Wells, down 2. Bob Withers, down 2. Darrell Welsh, down 2. Jason Taylor, down 4. Jalen Vogelsberg, down 1. The only person that did anything besides finagling around the clubs and getting high was Johnny Johns to pop 1 at 31 years old. Look at that. See, that's what happens when you get older. You got kids, responsibilities. You got to worry about things. Still found some time to pop 1. Taking care of himself. Liking it. Johnny Johns, the oldest guy on the team, taking care of himself. No, that's Darrell Welsh. Darrell Welsh was out clubbing with everybody. Motherfuckers, why can't you people improve? 15 games. Doesn't matter. Knowing the dealio. After 15 games, we are going to try to get that guy. We're going to drop Darrell Welsh's contract and see if that is going to give us a brighter future, especially since our starting squad is getting really old. We got 3 players above 30. Jalen Vogelsberg and Jason Taylor are not anybody that we want really leading the team at around 52, 53 overall. So we're going to need to recalibrate things. It was nice to get those back-to-back championships, but Reggie Wells is not going to be carrying the torch for much longer. Bob Withers as well. It's going to be an interesting start to the next stream, but today's stream is over. Guys, thanks for coming to kick with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can keep stacking those championships. I think we're at 8 right now. Where are we at? Team history. 8 championships. 27 playoff appearances. Way more wins than losses. Things have been good. Hopefully things can get even better. I'm heading out. Doesn't matter. Thank you for making this game. It's so awesome. I fucking hate 2K and their management bullshit. They ruined that game. The whole franchise mode used to be great. Man, did they fuck it all up. And like, this is it. This is just like the purity of what it, you know, what the franchise mode should have been. And we got it. So thanks for coming by. Everybody else, thanks for kicking it. We'll continue this another day. I'm out. Peace.